The time now is 2019, and this game has been going on for 5 years. Why am I here and what am I going to do? I recollect my journey carefully, and the memory in the past 5 years gradually becomes clear. I know that I have made lots of friends in the game. The first friend I recall is Hangman, which was born in 2017. I remember thinking that if I design stuffs on which I spend my time every day into a computer game, wouldn't it become a game combining entertainment with learning? So I did. He is the little man on the gallows, worrying about being hanged whenever the player cannot complete the correct words. The second friend I recall is a snake, who was born in 2016. This is probably the friend of mine with the lowest resolution. Unlike other snakes that live in mobile phones, he lives in the software I developed for him. He has to compete with zombie snakes and get rid of the policeman, just in order to feed his bottomless appetite. So on, I remember Nightmare Chicken again. He is the same age as the snake. In order to get rid of the fate of being studied in the laboratory, Nightmare Chicken has to pass through the heavy siege of Lily Monster, Poisonous Dragon, the Tank, and other enemies that are even more powerful, go across the Jiezhong Mountain, and reach the legendary fairy world. As time goes by, the memory kept unfolding. When I come to the beginning of the road, I see a looming figure. I suddenly recall that he is the most important friend of mine who has been with me for the longest time. Crazy Dave's Happy Life. Funny name, isn't it? I named it by myself. In an alternative universe of Plants vs. Zombies, Crazy Dave lives in a city where a zombie crisis erupted. In order to survive in this dangerous world, Crazy Dave took his plant seeds, which he stored in his house, and began his journey. I remember that my objective in this game is to find as many friends as possible. I remember 5 years ago, I searched the whole world, only finding that I was the only person in the world. So I decided to create friends by myself. I also remember the year 2015 in the real world. Because of the passion towards Plants vs. Zombies, I wanted to make a derivative version of it. At that time, I was in the 8th grade, self-studying the abstract concepts such as arrays and movie clips, working as an art designer myself, and typing disorganized codes. I finished my first bug-filled game. From then on, I discovered the mystery of games and regarded them as my friends. I was extremely excited to see that I could use my hands and the 2 items in my backpack to create friends with various characters. Without hesitation, I went further and further in the journey of game producing. Not only did I set up a club and took the club members to participate in competitions, but I also offered elective courses as a teacher in order to share my experience. Then there come Jiezhong Yang, GTD, Snake, Hangman, and Go Ban. When I was creating friends, I experienced numerous setbacks. Crazy Dave's Happy Life is a game that takes only 10 minutes to complete, but it took me 5 months to produce it. Halfway through, I found the game was extremely slow because it was rendered by CPU. In order to make the game smoother, I had to discard every line of code that I have typed and start all over again. Nightmare Chicken was free from gravity when it was first created, which could enrage Newton so much that he may revive, throw away the coffin top, and jump out of it. I finally solved the problem by self-studying a bunch of relevant knowledge and practicing the physical effects on drafts. The software of Hangman could not remember the words I entered, so I'm also required to learn the file storage technology. Zombie Snake has such a weak intelligence that he keeps hitting the wall, which forced me to develop my own algorithm. I proceed my adventure step by step, but I wasn't working alone. Whenever I look back on the stories I experienced together with Crazy Dave's Happy Life and all the other friends, I will be moved to tears. So I firmly believe that everything is worth it. Then everything is back to the Big Bang now. What am I going to do? The adventure is far from over, and the exploration will continue. I will pursue my dream and create more friends. In the future, I hope to create a role-playing game with multiple worlds exist at the same time. In the game, players can freely shuttle through multiple worlds and experience a variety of complex lives. This game is no longer an imitation of other games, nor only a simple idea, but a new, strange, and exciting world. I have accumulated several years of ideas for this game and hope to make it a reality in the near future. When that day comes, I will have more new friends. Game design has become my calling that endows me the meaning of life. No matter how many enemies there are in the future, I will continue my journey. I will cherish every friend of mine forever, and I think this game will never end.